Hello and welcome. And
Oh.
it's not working. Why is it not working?
Rip, 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 rip.
It was a good try. Go away. All right. There we go. We're here for real this time. Welcome to Summerland. Or
Wah.
and Cornwall advances. The year is 505. So let me start with doing that thing where I update the header file to reflect that, because that's important. There we go. And that should do it. All right, so let's talk about the game now. Any important details we need to figure out for the winter phase as we move into Cornwall advancement? Is there any details you need, folks, before we
Are we talking about
advance
where
forward?
people are going?
Yeah, I think we should
Okay.
state it, even though you
I
guys
just didn't know if we were
had
stating it
ideas.
now or after
Hold on,
this.
let me-
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me pull open the Somerset map here. All right. Well, we had. Let me start up here. Hold on.
Yeah,
Where's
you
that
know,
actually
it would be
saved?
helpful.
Help.
Okay, so I see a Lucius and Finnegan up in St. George, but I don't know. That was like last time. Was Lucius back in Barrowcrest? Where? You know what? We'll do this the other way. Let's do this the other way. We'll start with our manor lady,
Me.
Olwen.
Owen.
Where's Olwen going to be?
Owen is going to be in Barrowcrest.
All right. Now Beatrice.
This is the worst part. Beatrice, Cadwigan, and Beatrice's daughter will be with Lucius and Finnegan.
Mine went with them as well.
Okay, and we assume Finnegan and Julie Lucius are up in St. George.
Yep,
Manor?
that's correct.
Correct? And Olwen remains.
I think Allian.
Allian is also in Barrowcrest.
Yeah, Allian's in Barrowcrest. I think Nicole was saying that
Mine,
Allian
her
sent
niece.
their ward
She sent
up.
her niece. Yeah.
Yes. And
Gotcha.
there's a couple different plans for Taliesin, depending on how things go.
And then as far as because the split happened when it did, Rebecca, if Olwen wants Beatrice to cast anything, oh no, it's not the end of the year. Never mind, I can't cast anything. I lied. You gotta wait till next year.
Yeah, gotta wait.
All right. So, let me just go through a few things. Actually, I better keep that just in case. I don't know where I have tokens sometimes. I'm like, do I have that anywhere else? I better not get rid of it before I know. So let's just take a look at the. Should we look at the 505
Ooh.
map together? See what it looks like. You will note your home. How it has shrunk. So everything effectively, I can draw the barrier for you so you can see it on the other map. It's a little more clear what we're working with here. It's effectively everything south of Axbridge. And it's almost like a parallel line across, as you can note in the other thing. So if we were to draw this here, this would be What do we want to draw this? Let's make it a red line. Wow, I can draw. Those are my drawing skills.
I believe in you.
I can do this. I can do this, I promise. Okay. Effectively following that river. Step 4. Let's say it's here. Deviates the till here again.
Oh,
Oh, goodness.
oh wow.
Makes sense?
That's very close. Don't love
Yeah.
that.
Yes, it is. don't think
You
you're
know,
supposed to.
probably not.
That's fair. All right, let's talk about it. So we probably ought to figure out where the various NPCs will be.
Hmm.
Give me a sec here. This will probably be a pivotal year, anyways, for you guys. Good to iron this out. So we will apply people's known positions. Owen, we got. Elian, we got. Beatrice, we got. Lucius, we got. Dylan will remain in defense of his home. These two are up in Bath together. That's Avalon, by the
Ooh.
way. This guy is down here. Bowie. Is Bowie staying?
Bowie is likely staying.
Brienne will stay unless you order her otherwise. Which technically
It's her choice. Olin will advise seeking safety, but she will not order it.
Okay. Everett.
Everett would stay in Barrowcrest.
I suspect most of the knights are going to be staying, except obviously Hannigan and maybe Dogged.
Was Cadwigan
Cadwigan
his wife.
sure the heck
By
was.
Beatrice.
He didn't have a
By his
choice.
wife, yeah.
I was gonna say, have you met
By
Beatrice?
Beatrice.
By his wife.
Mhm.
Oh,
We're gonna park him at that.
Olin.
Find my sister.
Don't do that. That's horrible. That is based on a roll.
Miff.
Oh wow.
Rebecca.
What about your acolytes coming with you?
Yeah, because
Beatrice?
it's not safe, and we are not immediate combatants. We're not going to actively do anything. So, plus they're children. So
And Cornwall is targeting Ian's.
Lady Leary. I'm gonna mark some with. We need a nice, obvious color or something. There we go. The ones with X's aren't dead. They are present. They have followed Cadwy to the marshes.
Oh.
Which we kind of insinuated. We didn't go over it, but anyone who wanted to go into hiding in the marshes with Cadwy can follow. That he promised that, and then
We're
he does follow.
Being
through
told
with
that you're a bit
through the winter.
quiet, Bob.
Nope,
Okay.
I'm not
Okay.
allowing it.
um
Hold on. I can unfortunately
So, what are the living arrangement in the marshes? Is it like a toadstool house, or we talking like a building with chicken legs or something? What's going on in the marsh?
That's Russian.
Bobby Hugga situation.
It's literally marshes. Yeah. You'd be lucky to find basic shelters, natural shelters. It'd be putting together
Lean-tos.
shelters too.
Lean-tos, gotcha.
Lots of mud.
Yep. And bring your owns kind of thing. So, yeah.
No room service.
None. I think that covers off the key figures, except for she will remain
I
in her
want to know, where is Dogged and Adane?
Yeah, I would also like to know this.
Yeah.
I too would like to know this.
I mean, sending them to St. George wouldn't be bad.
I have a feeling Dogged will stay, but that also is up to.
Yeah, Olwen is not
Wow.
forcing anybody to stay. She has been very clear about the stakes and what is going on, and that, it will not be desertion. It will not be held against them if they decide to prioritize their family and their safety.
I get what you're saying, but by the rules of fealty, they're bound to stay unless you say otherwise. Or you release them.
Don't want to release them, but they
Exactly.
they can go.
And yet
They should protect others.
Adane seems opinionated. Has she?
He's not to the degree that Beatrice is.
No.
No. He's gone off before on.
Yeah.
So.
I remember I pinched him.
Yeah.
He came back from your wedding and he would. Should I hide until then? No, Beatrice will kill you.
Okay, hold on. I need to recruit a couple more.
When so scary as some of the villains.
She's a necromancer, right?
Excuse me?
It's like about Beatrice, like, just going around, like, she's a necromancer, right? Like,
no, stop it. We're not going to talk about it. The Christians will burn me.
They'll burn you either way.
I mean, if they don't know if I become somebody else, they won't.
Kind of a Metal Gear Solid situation, Venom Snake, Solid Snake. Maybe someone watching will get the reference.
Okay, that should be more or less the rest of who I need. Okay.
So it sounds like Dogged is going to be with us. Is Adane staying with us, or is she going with Beatrice with the children?
I have not yet clarified for you. You're all good. Reared will follow in the mines. Edane and Dogged will stay. Nope. Hold on. I need to think about this.
So
they
many
have kids, and I don't. One sec.
Roll some stuff.
I know what to do.
They haven't rolled to see if they had more kids for a while.
Let's see if we have anything.
What did you say?
Did they roll last time to see if they had more children?
I don't think they did, but they already have like a host of children, so I'm not sure it matters.
Yeah, they've got
one would say
a gaggle of
lousy with
children.
children.
Lousy with
Well,
babies.
Well, might.
It's lousy with babies.
Yeah.
Listen, Summerland was enjoying a brief moment of peace.
We were
Yeah,
actually
man.
getting to be
Then
prosperous.
things happened. Which Allison, my love.
We actually got to have some prosperous years. That was cool.
So a group of
All right,
babies
Mr.
call it a
Sims.
congregation.
Oh, a group of babies is called a congregation.
Yeah, or a pod.
Pod.
Doggett and Idane
Okay.
will go into the marshes.
Of course he will.
That's
Brockfell
gonna be a
will
super
stay.
sad goodbye, Beatrice and Idane.
Mm-hmm.
My bestie.
Yeah.
We would have offered for them to go to St. George, but
He's-
I
okay.
didn't know. The people of Summerland are more likely to go into the marshes because that's what they've
Yeah,
done
I feel
before.
like St. George.
George is still actually kind of an enemy. Like, they're still Christians. It's someone to the north that would also probably conquer us.
Yeah.
It's not a great option.
And I think with the small amount that they have, that's explainable.
Yeah, I'm explainable, but past that, we're
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
because I
Yeah,
have
yeah.
three teenagers. Okay, three
Minotaurus goes
teenagers
to
and
St.
an
George.
infant,
No,
and then a knight.
he's sticking with Finnegan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Minotaurus.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good boy.
All right. Do we want to focus in on
We
any
need to figure out what
goodbyes?
Cadwigan's doing, and by that I mean Olwen needs to release Cadwigan
Oh, yeah,
so that I
yeah.
can take him.
Hey, welcome in, Yampa. Oh, thanks for the subscription, friend. That's what it's doing. That's what it's telling me.
I'll be right back. I have a kid howling at my door.
Okay, so right. Let's figure out Cadrigan. Let me just see some things.
Looking at you, Rebecca.
Okay.
Yeah, well, you know who's looking right back at you when you look at me?
The stuffed animal's not going to change my mind.
It's so cute though. Oh, kitty.
Oh, there's a kitty.
I have bagel.
I wish I had a bagel.
I would like a bagel too.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone wants a bagel. She's the cutest.
Eat it.
I also think we eat also the
Blocks.
bagels you eat.
I know, I'm
We're just
joking.
Yeah.
generally hungry.
Uh-huh.
It's
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's fairly late for me, and I was still like, oh, I could go for a bagel.
Oh,
Oh wow. Okay. Cadrigan's just gotta roll the 6 on the because we didn't have Love Family on his sheet, so Love Family
yes.
went out.
Good.
He will be going.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Dice.
It's possible he only got a 15. If he rolled a 15, that would have been a failure, and he would have
Yeah,
stayed.
that would
Just
have
to
been
throw that out there.
I would have
If he rolled a
immediately
19
been like,
versus
"Scene."
a 15, yeah,
Rage quit.
yeah.
With
Flip the table.
Okay. Before we zoom in on any goodbyes and stuff, because we're doing kind of a light episode. This is our setup. We're gonna see where things go. We have some commitments to get through. It is the holiday week, and we'll be back in 2 weeks. So we got about a half hour to do some good, solid role play. But I do want to check in. I mentioned goodbyes. I had an idea before that of something we had to resolve.
we have a couple of things.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, winter phase. Any key notes for the audience here?
My merciful went up, or my just went up.
That is. Oh, I thought it was merciful. I was gonna say that's notable.
What about like any actions, or you had talked about sending your brother away?
I talked of sending my son away. Yeah.
Son away.
They're both
Sorry, I mixed those two up.
Yeah.
With who?
He wants to try and find the Fawnway somehow.
With who?
Asking Beatrice to summon a fairy.
I have to summon 2 fairies, technically. And that's hazardous because I have a 7. Yeah, so Olwen wants me to try and summon her sister.
Mm-hmm.
I have to try and summon someone for my own thing. I have my own
Your
thing.
own thing. Okay. Okay, let's get into some. Is this happening in
I think this would
Barrowcrest, or
happen.
is
This would happen
in St. George?
Oh yeah, we'd have to travel for this, wouldn't we?
Mm-hmm.
What's halfway? We go to Wildcat Camp because that's a crossover. Where is that? That's between us, isn't it?
Yep.
I believe so. I think it's closer than the Wessex one, and I think
it's like
yeah, let's go there. That's far enough from Cornwall. They're ominously at the bottom. It's a crossover site, and I'm taking my acolytes because we're doing magic things.
All right. And what is the okay, so that's what you're doing. Why don't we zoom in on some conversations here? Like what might be taking place in these goodbyes. Why don't we zoom in? I don't really care what. I'm flexible for how we want to look at this.
Regarding conversations, if it's established, I'm assuming everyone's talking. If it's established of who's going to St. George, I would like to inform them that there is potentially a mercenary Roman looking for young Finnegan. Because I was informed about that. I think at our feast where we had with the Cornwall, the gentleman Cornwall informed us that that there's a Roman mercenary looking for the supposed son of Uther.
Oh yeah, that Roman guy. His name I did not write down.
I don't remember his name, like me, the player, but I'm assuming Lucius would.
Not Sagarius, is it?
Sagarius? Is that it?
I'm not sure.
Siagrius?
Yeah, it's Siagrius.
So I guess at some point, whenever we're like having the conversation, Lucius will stand up. So just so everyone's aware, I know this is a hard time, but I do want to make sure I'm transparent. This is all the adults in the room. Young Finnegan is off pushing a boulder somewhere.
Everyone is watching and going, yay.
Siagrius is a Roman mercenary here on the island, potentially in Summerland as we speak, assisting the Cornish. And he's looking for the supposed son of Uther. Now, I think we're all kind of informed about what young Finnegan may be, Winter Prince. A lot of things are going around. However, if you are coming with me to St. George, he may be a bit Siagrius may be a bit confused and try and suppose that Finnegan is this son of Uther. Just want to make sure we all know. So we may have to do a little bit of fighting.
Forgive me if I'm wrong. I don't think Beatrice knew that because I think Beatrice excused herself during the conversation where that was said. So this is entirely new information about Finnegan being the Winter Prince and everything. Because the last time she was completely excused because she was with Finnegan.
Ah.
So You just get a very confused looking Beatrice.
Essentially a case of mistaken identity.
That's the Winter Prince.
Yeah, potentially, yes.
Pointing to him in the distance, chasing a rabbit with his hands on feet. Yeah.
He's really good with
Yeah.
the sword. He can catch snails. He's really good with the sword, and
lands in a mud puddle.
A really down to earth grassroots type of prince.
Oh god.
The king is the land, the land is the king.
This is. I'm sorry. I'm having a bit of a hard time wrapping my mind around this. This is the son of the king.
Hey, king.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
That really does come around, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh no, you have no idea how much that comes around. So we're being hunted also. That's what you're trying to tell us.
Well, you all are already being hunted by the Cornish, so that's neither here nor there. Me and Finnegan are being hunted. More focused hunting. More of a focused hunting for young Finnegan.
They hesitate if we were in the same group as you to kill us.
No, they just asked for Finnegan, and I would protect him. I would hope you all would help, but I'm relatively good with the sword.
All right. Well, that's information I wish I didn't know. All right.
Here's the brass tacks, and we've heard from Cadwe after the name change. The future of this land, this island, is potentially resting on the shoulders of the boy who's in the puddle right now. I have an oath, but the rest of you have an obligation. If you want to see the sun rise on your land of summer again, then we have to keep him safe.
I
For
get
time.
conflicting reports with that. I have people beg me not to let him be king, and then you all who beg me to let him do it.
I'm glad you informed me.
Yeah. I do.
Do you have divination, Beatrice?
I'm remembering a certain lady who told me that the Winter Prince couldn't come to power. God, where is it? I've got a whole 5. Yeah, no, I didn't think that was gonna work. Nothing.
Yeah.
I
never
hate
mind.
that. I hate it so much.
Forget I said anything.
You have to understand that there's just as many people rooting against him as there are people rooting for him. No one has an obligation. He's the child of a king. People are either going to be for or against, but there are kings everywhere right now.
He's still a child.
Yes, and I don't even think he wants it. I've spoken to him.
Oh, you got advantage.
So good.
Not creepy wizard stuff. That's not what I want.
Creepy wizard stuff.
I don't want creepy wizard stuff. No! Not the scary thing. I'm gonna take it.
That's a crit.
It is a crit. I'm gonna take it.
You walk by the same puddle. And as you do, you see something within it. An image plays out. You see the banners of King Uther. You see a knight riding ahead. He looks gallant. He looks, I suppose, reminiscent of Finnegan, though much older, maybe in his mid-20s, late 20s. And you watch as the ambush plays out. You see him fall to the ground, and blood trickles into the water beside him. You see the banners of the Roman symbol and SPQR, and then you're back with it.
Yeah. Oh,
Give me a recognize roll.
Bob.
You mean the thing
You
that
know I don't put points
keeps
in my
points into, and she
recognize.
never does.
Yeah, no, I have 3. It's so bad.
Watch you crit on 3 now.
I would really love it if I crit on 3, but I don't think that's. Oh my god, I succeeded though.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Thank you, dice.
You just witnessed the death of Sir Matic, Prince Matic, Uther's son.
Did I know he was dead? I don't think she knew who he was.
Dead.
Are you ready?
Well, hold on. You can assume that if Matic had an adult son, that son would be a
so I
king
could draw a parallel. Like, there's
Logos.
nobody.
Yeah.
What?
Lucy, since you were talking to Beatrice, so maybe give me an insight roll. Or
I kind
intrigue
of
roll,
want it
is what I
to
meant
be
say.
bad because I just want the like, oh yeah, everything's fine. She just
Alright.
stares off occasionally.
That would be in character.
It would be though.
intrigue. Isn't it?
It is. Everything's fine.
Yep,
So
everything is normal.
Weird stuff.
Yeah.
You didn't notice, anyways. Yeah.
All I'm trying to say is that be careful who you're saying has an obligation to him, because he might not want it. And there are a lot of people here who would try to make sure that he never succeeds.
I'm sorry, I wasn't particularly clear. I don't mean an obligation to him becoming king or not becoming king. Just to save the boy's life. If he comes under harm, just to attempt to save the boy's life. He's still a child. Whether he decides to be king, whether he doesn't decide to be king, that is beyond me. But he's still just a child. And no child deserves to be gutted out on the side of the road.
Oh, I agree. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to let anything happen to him. But just generally.
Yes.
Those who want Faerie to stay here, the Veil to stay on the edge, don't want him to be king. And now that said, let's please get him out of here. I'm pretty sure this is sort of cursed ground for his family.
Okay.
I would
Come
get
along,
him out.
Finnegan. Let's get out the mud.
Let's get out the mud. We're so mean to this character.
Yeah. He's well out of the mud, but the mud came with him. No, he left the mud, but the mud did not leave him.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Just thinking in my mind, the king
Brought
is
out a lot of water.
Yes. The land is the king.
Yeah,
One
land
of
is the
these
king.
things is
everyone.
very profound.
Currently, for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nice.
As Sir Jaren said, the boy can't be king until not boy. So, yeah.
That is ridiculous and amazing, and I love it.
Yeah. Okay. We've already established this. Dukes can't be dukes until not children. Knights can't be knights until not children. So this is the natural order of things. In any rate. Beatrice, now that you've had all those incredible
let's roll
rolls,
the ones that matter.
Let's do your first summon of Faerie.
I have to do to explain my I had other things. I have to do the exact same spell for myself. I'm gonna do
which one are you doing
Olin's first, and then mine because mine is a separate issue. I have acolytes with me, and I'm at a crossing site. What bonus would that give me?
Are you choosing a particular date? On the pagan cycle.
What is the closest date for us?
Well, if it's January.
Yeah, we're talking. Oh, I'm going to ASAP.
How early are you going?
In
the winter?
Not in bulk.
Probably
Imbolc would be February.
Yeah.
I'm like,
do you guys
I have it on
here?
Yeah,
I can make it easy
I think
for you.
Imbolc is probably.
Okay.
That's the earliest one I can go. That's not winter solstice. And I'm worried that winter solstice is still too early for her to cast anything.
Make a fairy lore, add 5.
Success.
Wildcat Camp is only considered a crossover site from May until summer solstice.
I don't want to go to Barrowcrest. Well, it's sounding like I'm going to have to go to Barrowcrest. So maybe Beatrice's map of events is I go to Barrowcrest first, and then I go north. Because that seems to make more sense than to go all the way north and then march all the way south, like, less than a month later. Yep.
To the Barrow Vale, then? Yep. Okay. I will take a roll.
What bonus do I get for...
You're going to make...
the Acolyte's crossover site date?
You're doing it on Imbolc +5. You're doing it at the Barrow Vale, which is on Sealy. Give me a fairy test.
Flat, right?
Again.
Because the Sealy one that we knew about was...
I'm not going to the Sealy one.
I know. It's
there are limits to this generosity.
I know.
You would have been you'd be better off to do this further away from the Sealy. If you're summoning a Sealy, then you'd be better off to do it. It's more likely to offer you a negative, not a
We're
positive.
doing this in the north.
Yeah. So we can resume. Yeah, you can do this in St. You probably don't want to do it on a church site either,
we'll
so you can do it somewhere around,
a church site.
The north.
Yep. Yep.
Place called
just
St.
a little bit
George
of a
is
Christian
bound to have a
priest.
little bit of.
So 5.
What is he the patron saint of again? No, it's the St. George and the Dragon, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say
Of England.
Fully just of England.
It's all coming together, you know.
Yeah.
So I have 5 for the day.
So
that's on Imbolc. Anything for my acolytes?
Yes, you get +2.
So that's 7. That gets me to a 14.
You want to impassion?
Rebecca, you better love me after this.
Depends.
Because if I go into melancholy for this, I'm gonna be livid.
Melancholic?
Because then I lose my role. Yeah, I was gonna say, be more scared than you are right now. Okay.
I pray to Rhiannon, please.
Because loyalty gathering of branches doesn't exist anymore, right?
It does to me.
If it's not on your sheet, it's because
I
it's been
have it on my
removed for
sheet. I'm
some
just
reason
asking
or
if it's
another.
obsolete. Okay.
Not necessarily. No.
Dang it. Nope. No impassion.
It's okay.
Yeah.
No impassion, but no failure.
What's really funny is if I had rolled Rhiannon, that would have been a crit.
Yeah.
If I'd been a little braver.
Yeah.
All right, so this is gonna be. I'm sorry, I'm looking for the stat. This is,
Mm-hmm.
the horse god
cursed you.
It would have been worse.
How dare you doubt the horse?
A curse would have been a fumble.
Yeah.
Oh, not a 5 or 7. Okay. So.
You believe in curses yet?
So, Olwen, you're not speaking to Mephanwe, and it's on summon fairy creatures, so we're about to fight something, my dude. You're there.
Yeah.
All right, who's at this situation? Because this is in the north. Yes?
Likely my acolytes. I probably would have brought Cat again. We're not bringing the baby. This is not a baby event. Olwen and whoever Olwen brought.
For the conversation, Olwen would just have brought herself.
You just to the spell itself. You brought just yourself. I'm just clarifying because you said for the conversation. Are you talking about the conversation before the spell or the actual spell?
I'm thinking. I'm trying to think because it would make sense for her to have him with her.
Him being Taliesin?
Yes.
Oh God.
From a timeline perspective, is this assuming?
Come if he wants.
Well, if this is, I think he would go straight up to St. George. Are we at St. George right now? Or
yeah, we're just outside St. George in an area that is not church controlled.
Okay.
Why don't we say Elian's there, unless Olwen was specifically not having Elian be there?
Yeah.
That can be the escorting.
I don't see why Elian wouldn't be there.
Yeah. Magic stuff, I feel kind of obligated.
Yeah, this is going to be not fun magic. This is the other side of the magic stuff. Yep.
Is Cadogan there? And then...
Yep.
There we go. Okay, so 5 of you. 5, well, 7 counting the active. Sorry. You know what I mean.
I like to imagine they handed over Morwenna to Mindwin.
Fine. Did...
Okay. Emily, rather.
Yep.
For your fumble.
We might also have Taliesin, considering Olwen may have brought him.
Yeah.
A 74 and a 30.
Just because I confuse the names. Talison's the son, yes?
Talison's the baby. Tally's son. If that mnemonic device helps you remember.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on one sec.
So Team, on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad would this be?
This is bad. This is, I cast summon fairy creature. So that's summon a creature from Faerie.
Ooh.
And I fumbled.
And this is not a kid-friendly event, you know.
So that's either something, my guess, while Bob is deliberating over there, is either something really bad is just gonna bamf in right in front of us, or we're going to bamf into Faerie.
This is
I
beyond
think
my oath.
what is preferable?
So those are my two guesses. I haven't fumbled a spell in a while. You know,
This was not in the job description.
yeah, Olin is not getting to talk to Mifanwe because the opposite.
That's okay. That's okay. You tried.
You
And
know, I still have to do it a second time.
Okay, roll 2d 100 more.
Oh no!
I need a little bit more flavor on this.
I just
I'm
imagine
sorry, was it bland? 66 and 85.
we're just fighting some creature from beyond, and Alwyn's just like,
Or
"You did
we're
your
in
best."
beyond. We're in beyond. And then have to wonder.
Uh,
Oh no.
ooh, this is a rough one. I remember the last time I fought something from beyond.
Listen, I warned Bob that we were gonna make this. We were gonna give this a little more pizzazz than anticipated, and it is indeed what happened.
oh
Well,
no.
as long as it's not yellow sign stuff, I think we'll be okay.
Don't give him ideas.
What is Beatrice famous for trait-wise?
Trait-wise.
Ooh.
And passion.
So traits, nothing. Which is hilarious. Passion, she is famous for love of Rhiannon.
Okay.
You want skills?
Sure, actually.
Okay. Intrigue and sight.
Okay.
Intrigue, sight, love Rhiannon. It's above 15, right?
16 or above. Yeah.
16 or above, yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Tummy hurt.
Sorry, this one I just really had to think about this because this is a particular event.
Yeah. Nope, I deserve this.
This is a bed that we made.
Okay. Beatrice?
Yeah.
You do this at the edge of water. Things like this are always useful. Summoning from a pool is easier than summoning from land. It's about the obscurity. So you do it at about knee depth, and both your acolytes are with you. I need a dex roll.
Yeah. I've almost been pulled into the water before.
Oh no.
They might succeed in pulling me into the water this time. I can't impassion again, can I?
You cannot.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, cool. Success.
That's not bad.
It's not.
That's not bad.
How are my friends doing? My two little acolytes. Okay. God, her dex is high. Which one is that?
Man, 1 sec. Do a couple things there. Okay.
That very dexterous.
As the three of you, all of a sudden, as the three kind of finish their casting their spell together in the water, all of a sudden, three just submerge, like they're at knee height, and then all of a sudden, it's just like they fell into the middle of a lake, and they all submerge, and then, all three of them actually. Beatrice, give me a swim roll real quick.
No. Not the swim rolls. I have a 3. It's a fail.
You feel yourself kind of like just floating in the water, and people move. Like Cadwigan, I imagine. Well, Cadwigan will for sure. The rest are NPCs or PCs, so I won't speak to what the PCs are doing. But Cadwigan is moving forward to help.
Yeah.
What is everyone else doing here?
I
Oh,
move forward to help. All three of them are in the water, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
whichever one is nearest to me is the one I'm reaching for.
Okay.
Same. Oh, sorry.
I think I might have to roll because Valor is 17. She would go forward. However, she does have a directed cowardly trait for drowning.
Oh, interesting.
I
Yeah.
forgot about
Oh,
that
no.
one.
Oh.
Is that the axe bridge? That scenario?
The axe bridge
Yeah,
incident?
Yeah. That's right. I forgot about that.
Well, not axe,
Yeah,
but yeah.
the trip down to Wells, though. Right?
Yeah.
It went sideways.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In every way it could.
That was the first time you guys met Jaren.
Yep.
No, this was when we were doing the Holy Grail. It's when we met Puck.
Oh.
Yes,
I thought it was from fording.
Yeah, I thought it
River.
was recording too.
No, that's how I got.
I thought it was from rescuing Nimue.
It was from when I.
We all got different drowning scenarios. Yeah.
So many scenarios in which Owen's almost drowned
there's
that we can't figure out where the trauma came from.
It was with Rickert, I'm pretty sure.
It's like there's almost a bunch of linkages to water and magic in Summerland. For
Like
some reason.
Owen doesn't almost drown every time she touches water.
Okay. So why don't we test that for you?
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait.
Okay. So is Olwen advancing as well?
Yeah, she'll turn to Taliesin and just say, "Stay here, and if anything happens, run to the church."
Okay.
And then,
What about the others? Did Elian already declare?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
Lucius and Elliot are already
Yep.
grabbing whoever's
Okay.
nearest us, which is probably going to be an acolyte. So I imagine Cadogan's making a beeline for Beatrice.
Okay. As you all wade out into the water, it's normal, like 3 feet deep. But as you reach down, you start to feel around. I don't think there's any reason to make anyone roll here. All three of the figures the acolytes both kind of with aid like come up, and Beatrice is not seen. But as you kind of continue to fish around, eventually it's almost like Beatrice isn't moving, and you manage to like pull her out of the water. And when she does, she takes a deep breath, like it's like the first breath she's taken in a really long time.
I'm so sorry.
And out goes water just immediately.
Yeah. With that failed swim roll, oh yeah. A lot of water was swallowed, inhaled, everything.
Yeah.
Elliot is in a hurry to get everyone out of the water.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Okay.
Is Taliesin still where Owen left her?
Yeah.
I mean,
does Taliesin have Olwen's unsupervised trait?
Probably not. He's a good boy.
He's a
We don't know. We don't know what
You
traits.
keep saying he runs around like a hellion.
Listen, most 3-year-olds have
That's-
unsupervised traits.
That's what I was-
Owen thinks
that's what I
he's
was
a good
thinking.
boy.
I've got a
Yeah.
1.5-year-old that just
It's-
leaves.
Yeah,
Like,
I
It's
think
possible.
I think
It's possible.
yeah. I would say Lucius, you see him. He's definitely not where he was. He's wandering off a little bit. Like,
Boy.
yeah.
I mean, the first place Lucius would look is the child's still there. You know, like
yeah. You might want to get him because he's definitely like taken off in the other direction. Doesn't know why everyone's standing at the edge of the water like this.
yeah.
How far that comes up. Yeah, if I notice.
It's also not warm. This is February water, by the way.
Yeah, this is freezing.
Yeah.
Beatrice is gonna look and make sure the acolytes are out of the water first. And
Mhm.
then whatever component she uses near her, she's going to chuck in a random direction. She's mad.
In the water or like
And she's
just
going to curse in a random direction.
Mm-hmm.
Not at people, away from people, but chuck something and curse very loudly.
That makes good sense.
She hasn't been able to cast in a year. And this is what happened.
Yeah.
Beatrice chucks the rock, swears. I think you're the last one to get out of the water, right?
Yeah.
So as you start to leave the water, you look down at the reflection, and the camera sees the image of your mother. The image smiles.
Oh God.
And to the rest of you, Beatrice smiles.
Oh no, that's horrifying. What is that?
We close the end scene. Beatrice, soaking wet, lying on the ground. As you start to climb back to your all fours and look around you,
Oh,
you find yourself amongst the dead.
Yeah.
Oh shit! You got evil tricked.
I did. That fumble though.
Right.
I told you we would find a way to make it a mess, Bob. And it was me.
On the positive side, Cornwall is not currently a threat for Beatrice.
I mean, yes. But like
silver lining.
I'm trying to remember where the crossover site is in the Land of the Dead. I know where it is in the back of my head. As we've had one person prior go through it.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
We
that's
got
gonna
there
be fun. Finally gonna have
from-
to use my necromancy.
Indeed. All right, I promised a short session tonight. It feels very short compared to our normal, but it is 11 o'clock. 10 minutes after. 11 minutes after. So why don't we go ahead and close there? It's just us in the room. I'm not gonna push us to raid or anything this time. But you know what? Maybe I will. Just because.
Yeah.
Let's see if any friends are on. We never close this early, so maybe there's actually other people on. Wouldn't that be a thing? Look at that. Vancouver by Night is on.
Hey.
Oh.
All right, here we go. Bear with me a sec while I do this. And then we'll get on it. Takes a while to load up the raid.
I started waving too early.
Yeah.
Now you're stuck waving.
Keep going.
That's when you get
You only got
stuck
9 more
waving
seconds.
for 5 minutes.
If I stop waving, it'll be awkward.
It's like when you hold the door open for somebody, but they're super far away and you did miscalculated. All right. Have a good one, everyone.
All right, bye.
All right.